It'd be all right. It'd be all right.
Wow.
I love that intro. It looks like the beginning of Secret Level, doesn't it? You know, the one that's on Prime, the Secret Level show. That's what it reminds me
Mhm. I guess, yeah,
of.
it sort of does.
Okay.
But this is Sunday, 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 Sunday,
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
and we're here with a bad movie review. Another
Yes.
bad movie review because I guess apparently we like the bad movie reviews, and so we're gonna do some bad movie reviews. Yeah, smoking hot, Jess. What's happening?
Just in the chat.
Jess
When
is
do
in the
we
building.
ever review a good movie? I don't know.
I mean, we reviewed a couple. Good
I mean,
ones.
if we're asked to, we have reviewed good movies.
We have reviewed good ones, you know.
But
But it seems
these
our
are-
bread and
these
butter
are
is where the
apparently
bad ones are at.
We're asked to review.
But the bread and butter is where the bad ones are at. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's where the bread and butter is. You know
That's
what I
not
mean?
bread. That's a hardtack. But anyway.
Oh my goodness. But yes, we are reviewing Cherry 2000. And joining us, as always, is the best two co-hosts in the world. I have with me, as always, my co-host, my normal co-host, my normal two co-hosts. They're the greatest co-hosts ever. First one, let's introduce the first one. He has the crispiest beard right here, right now. And that is General Gambit. Gambit,
And
what's
that's only
happening,
because
man?
Chaos is not in the chat yet.
Because Chaos is not in the chat just right now at the moment.
Hello, everyone.
All right. And joined with me always is my co-host on Model Citizen. And yeah, you all right. You all need to understand. You can look at him and you can see the whole mild mannered, you know, oh, it's just George, all this. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Don't let the glasses fool you. Don't let it fool you. It's Techno George. George, what's happening, man? Doing all right today?
I'm doing wonderfully. Thank you.
That's great. Oh my god. So yeah. So again, as everybody's trickling in, we got another bad movie review, and we are reviewing again Cherry 2000. All right. I never realized, and I've seen this movie multiple times, and every time I see it, it gets funnier and funnier, and ironically, a little bit worse every time I see it. Okay. Quite frankly, it's probably one of the funniest movies that I've ever. Oh, all right.
Oh dear God.
So we have this one.
I
don't know if it's like an species relationship, I suppose, or interrobotical relationship. Anyways,
hey, robosexuals are real.
Hey, robo bitches need love too, Craig.
Plus is for.
Robo bitches need love too, Craig. That's all I got to say. Robo bitches need love too, Craig. So
it's not often the wagon you're dragging is actually a wagon.
Exactly. So, have you ever seen a movie that was just the most straightforward movie, like just ever, no plot or anything whatsoever? You know, the guy breaks a sex robot and he wants to get a replacement. There's no other.
First of all, right off the bat,
That's what the movie's about.
Taz always comes in at the perfect time.
Taz comes in at the right moment.
But okay, here's the thing. I tried to give this movie the benefit of the doubt. I was like, you know what? Maybe there's some social commentary in there.
Nope.
And then,
nope.
Then my brain reminded me that inside me lives a 12-year-old boy. Okay. Because that opening scene with the soap suds and them in the soap suds, I was like, is he gonna wake up and this is like the ultimate wet dream? Like, this is where my brain was going.
So we open up the movie with I can never remember the dude's name. I just always call him White Guyerson. So
perfect.
He's just a plain generic white guy. You know, just
I mean, you're not wrong.
Just a plain generic white dude. Right.
Is it David Andrews?
David Andrews, yeah.
David Andrews, yeah.
Okay.
And it opens up where he's coming home. Rough day at the job, you know. Corporate world, dog eat dog world, you know. And
business.
Mind you, now this movie is made in '87. Okay. And it's takes place
2017
in the future. 2017. Okay, so
and let's not
so
forget
again,
this man
why this movie has gotten funnier to you.
Yeah, but let's not forget he pours wine out of a Stanley Cup bottle, which pissed me off as the resident wine connoisseur. His favorite meal, the delicacy, is a plain microwave burger and some green beans.
Yeah.
I just
just very.
I noticed. I was like, it's a burger.
You programmed this heifer that could make anything for you from a microwave, and that's what you. No cheese, no
salt, no pepper, no
mustard, onions, no
mayo,
lettuce.
No, just
no special sauce, no second.
Just meat, cheese, bread.
But
and not even like probably like you know, like good cheese, probably just like you know, like plastic craft.
Then he had the nerve to pour it into somebody's great grandma wine glasses from 1862. Like he about to call Massa from 2 plantations over to have a spot of tea with him before they cheerio back over to the UK. Like what the? No, just they didn't even have they had government cheese, no government cheese, no governor cheese, nothing.
They have shit. Okay.
They had thoughts and prayers on that burger.
So look at that. That's about right. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, if anything was an anti-Cooter biscuit ad, it was this movie.
Oh, that entire movie. Okay.
And I paused it. I kept to my word. When we finished Portrait No Judgment, I pulled it up, I started watching it. I paused it because full disclosure, I said some very bad words out loud.
Yeah.
George, I was gonna block you on everything for a minute there, buddy. I was. But then I remembered I did ask for you all to watch a movie that was
to watch it or review it. So,
horrible. So I was like, okay, I finished up some work that I had to do, took my iPad upstairs because Cass kept saying this is a horrible this movie is trash. And we know the movies he has me watch. He was saying it like he had a personal vendetta against it. Okay, so I go upstairs, I'm watching the movie. I that movie so much that it was well after 11 o'clock by the time I finished it. And when I finished it,
it's an hour and a half.
Was I confused and mad? Oh, because I kept looking at the time because I was like, okay, there's an hour left. There's 45 minutes left. And I kept justifying, like, I can pause it for a little. I did not want, I was negotiating with the theatrical gods, like that some way, somehow, this movie would get better.
Oh no, listen. All right.
It got
This
better
was
at
the
the end when they
Trump-
started rolling the
This
No,
was
credits.
the Trump
it got-
sex
It
per
got
Stormy
better. It got
Daniels
better
of
when
movies.
it got better when the end credits.
Yeah.
That's when
Yeah.
that's when the movie got better.
This was the
But this
Trump
is-
sex of movies.
But listen, this is a pure MAGA, pure MAGA movie right here. This is pure Republican dreams right here. This is it. All right. You have a sex robot. You have achieved the ultimate in human evolution right there. You have made yourself a sex robot.
And here's
so
the thing: the sad part is MAGA is doing this now.
Yeah.
That's the sad part. This is
That's-
their reality.
this is it. This is the reality. This is
There's a guy that he's legit. He went on to he put a mask on, but went on TV and admitted that sometimes for 12 to 16 hours in a day, he tugs at himself.
That's a whole nother story for a whole nother time. We reviewing this bad
And
movie.
General
So,
Gambit just woke up.
so
Huh?
after White
Dude,
White
okay,
Guyerson
so
walked in and
I'm watching the trailer with the sound off, and this
look here, man.
is exciting.
It's something. It's something, all right.
Cherry 2000 is one of those movies like I had to pay the rent that week, and I'm in
Yeah.
this movie.
So no,
Yeah, because I figured that's why
this
Lawrence
is,
Fishburne
this
was
is
in the
definitely
movie.
just like a rent.
Because
like-
that was
This is
random.
like one of his early career movies. So this
Lawrence
is like a rent is
Fishburne,
due.
and not only Lawrence Fishburne in the movie, he's negotiating a
Oh, yeah.
coitus act between two questionably
Yeah,
faced.
he plays
adult- Like, first
you
of
gotta
all,
think
why
about
are
it, 'cause
they
he plays
negotiating anything? You gonna tell me two of the ugliest people you could find in the 1980s got together? We need to have contract
so listen,
negotiations
he plays an
over them
apocalyptic
bumping
pimp.
uglies. This woman
He-
mad because he wrote into the contract that he wants fellatio, and she looks like fellatio if it were a person. And she got the nerve to be mad. And before y'all go, Taz, it's not polite to call people ugly. Yes, it is. It is very. They need to know they ugly. Look at what's happening. We got a
Beauty is only a
No.
light
No.
switch
A lot of
away.
people need to
Look,
know.
we got an
You know,
ugly ass
so-
president in the Oval right now because somebody didn't tell him he was ugly and he got too much confidence. Tell a bitch she ugly today.
Sometimes it don't even matter because even the ugly bitches they rebel in that shit too. So White Guyerson after having his dinner, he
How do you look like fellatio? Watch the movie. You'll see that heifer look like
she does,
she looked
Like,
like fellatio.
and he decides that they're going to make love in the kitchen, but she has messed up the whole dishwasher thing by I guess putting too much soap in it and not running the shit right, and so
She never
his
turned
shit's
the
all
water
fucked up.
off.
But he's rich. He don't care. He got money. He got money to blow. It's 2017. He's balling out of control. You know what I mean? So
And it turned into the perfect euphemism of what's his name? The right-wing conservative pundit that said that if a woman's too wet, then it's not healthy.
that's
Because the
Shapiro.
wetness,
Ben
the
Shapiro.
wetness killed,
Yeah.
the wetness killed.
That sounds
Cherry
like a
2000.
medical.
Mhm.
She got super
And-
wet and she died.
And she got wet, short circuited.
I didn't
what
understand
it-
that because if this, all right, so
You see,
let's try to rationalize the
Ed-
robotics here.
George.
If she
Hey,
was,
hey,
if she
we don't-
had, like silicone skin,
say, George.
you
Hey,
know?
we don't question it.
I was just trying. I was like,
No,
oh,
we do
okay, why
question it
would she
because-
So we don't
character-
question. This is
She's
part
a
of the
sex doll.
I
the
understand.
suspension of all
Somebody is-
belief. Okay.
No, somebody is
We-
dumping fluid in her multiple times a day.
So
How
even
could
though
that
we
didn't
know,
short-circuit her?
so listen,
There
even though
you go.
we know she has been inserted many different types of fluids throughout the entirety of the day.
So
and,
it was the water. So
and-
you telling
and-
me
and
that
sweat
even
on the
white
outside of it
robot
as well.
bitches can't wash their ass?
So how you
Listen,
supposed,
man.
So she can't even have bath
how-
days. She
how
just over here
No,
funky.
how you
no,
supposed
no.
to clean it?
Gotta
How
be
you
And
nasty.
supposed to
mold?
clean it?
No, she has a robotic self cleaner.
I don't think she did. So you trying to tell me she like the stove? I don't see.
She like an oven. She like the stove. Yeah, exactly. She's
Like,
like she
Gotta
like the
get
stove.
to
She has a
over
self
500
cleaning option.
degrees.
Well, hold on. Could you imagine? But could you
self-cleaning
imagine
option,
her
though.
heating up what was dumped off in her? I don't want to be around for that smell.
My dishwasher has
Well,
like
yeah,
the 1 hour
and-
She
wash.
would literally
either.
be baking bread,
like a
and it
1
would
hour
just be
wash.
dropping out of her. I know.
Hey, you look. All right.
Oh,
That
and why is my brain like
So
this?
no, you don't want to be breaking bread. You don't know. You don't want to be. You don't want to bake bread
That's
inside
what's
of her
gonna happen.
because then I mean, oh, that's just nasty. That.
Because look at that plate that
So-
she brought him. They don't recycle that
there are
plate
multiple
every single day. So you can tell he only probably cleaned her once or twice a year. Because think about
If
how
that.
long he had that model that she was discontinued. And then
But
and all
no,
that
and-
time he couldn't teach her how to kiss properly.
Long discontinued, and hell, she didn't know how to make a burger right. Anyways, so after she gets wet, short circuits,
Just like a Republican woman.
just like that.
She
They
gets the
don't know
wrong
what to
kind
do
of.
So
when it
he
gets
white guy Guyerson goes to Whiteville and takes her to a hospital.
White Bill.
And
Okay, hold on, time out, because this
Twist
hospital makes
words.
all of us IT people look extremely creepy. For the
It
record,
does. It
here's
does.
my disclaimer. We are not sitting in warehouses with a bunch of questionably looking adult robots with silicone bodies. Okay, we're not. Okay, we are not.
no, you'll find us, in a room or something with like a bunch of computers or like computer parts. But
Yeah.
we're not gonna have like, mannequins and like robotic stuff.
No, the most
And the
that's
guy-
in here with me is
And here's the thing, the guy.
Gaylord the gay unicorn.
Oh my
Oh, wait a minute. George doesn't know. No, seriously. Gaylord the gay unicorn. That's who
okay.
sits in my office with me.
Okay.
It's literally gay unicorn.
Welcome to the conversation.
But
Kevin.
and the thing is, in that the guy that tried to fix Cherry, yeah, he's not.
Oh God,
He's not a
So,
great representation of the IT community. I mean,
Hold on.
of the white
So-
guy IT community, yeah.
Of the white.
So let me get this straight. So-
Of the white
so
guy
he
IT
takes-
community of
He
the
takes it
80s.
to
White guy IT
Backwards.
community of the 80s, yes.
Yeah.
Twin immediately threw 50% of the panel under the bus. I tried to include everybody in the we don't do that. Twin was like,
No,
me
we
and
do
her
that.
don't do that.
No, we do
They
that.
like-
No, we do that here.
And see, this dude
You know,
had.
well, I mean, here's the thing. But I
This
mean, that guy's
description is
creepy.
really
That guy was
creepy
creepy.
because he was
Yeah.
he's like, here is the untouched 3000, and here is another heifer that up top, she does accounting and basic housework, but underneath,
But
you don't want that.
but
Like,
man,
what the
whoo.
hell? What you mean? First of all, so you done went and dibble dabble with you done touched your own supply. You done got
Yeah.
high on your own supply, sir.
And what made it even creepy is like, oh, Jerry 2000, huh?
Yes,
this
this
is
is
a-
the sex bot that malfunctioned.
Yeah,
Ghost.
this is prime model here. Yeah,
Wait.
yeah. And everybody when they got
This is
told
given
they got
party
told Jerry
return party
2000, it was
city
like,
animatronics. This is given return party city animatronics. And some of you nasty mofos know exactly what I'm talking about because y'all every
Y'all be doing that.
Halloween season, you go and get the animatronics and do no things to them and then take it back. And y'all know that other people did no things to the same ones the year before,
Yeah.
and Party City has to just rinse, repeat, and put it back out
Yeah.
there. This is
Matter
why
of
y'all
fact-
got super gonorrhea.
Yep. And a couple years ago, Party City put out saying, cut that shit out. I'm tired of cleaning up.
No, Ghost, it's not a joke. And Chaos, you know what? You love at least this nerd. And you're a nerd too, sir.
So
How dare you? How
That's
dare
it.
you, sir?
so let me get this straight. So this sex robot is
Uh-huh.
is discontinued,
Uh-huh.
and
Mhm.
he took her to a
Repair shop.
Repair shop.
Uh-huh.
So
A seedy repair shop at
It's a
that.
very, very seedy repair shop.
that's where I was getting at is that
Back of a
it would
radio
have to do
shack
it would
area.
have to be somewhere that would operate work on
Okay, remember
the
one Die
the
Hard
old
where he
model.
went to the dude in the basement?
So basically,
That would be the dude working on
he
this.
took her to Babu Frink of
Yeah.
Yes.
of 2017 via 1987.
The 2017 Geek Squad. That's where he took.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
That is correct.
Like, you want to hack your droid? Okay, I got you.
And note to anybody watching, do not make it a hobby like it was mine for a short period of time to mess with the Geek Squad. They don't take kindly to that, especially when you ask them something that's well above their pay grade, and
They
then
can
you
suck
do
ass.
it.
Remember,
They
And
can
then
suck
you
ass
do it.
because I tried to join the
to
Geek
look that
Squad
up.
ones, and they didn't want me because I worked for Intel and I knew all the secrets for all computers, and they just didn't want me. I was like, okay, great. So
Oh yeah, they didn't want me either. That's why I started messing with them.
I took 5 of their customers away from them.
I never applied for that. I never applied for Best Buy.
Yeah, they didn't want me either. That's why I started messing with them. And by messing with them, and my cousin was working for Best Buy at the time. Sorry, cousin. But you don't work there anymore, so I don't think you can be mad at me. So I would break things myself.
And what in
and
the
then
hell?
And then go in and ask them to fix it.
What are we being? What is this?
Boy.
Hey, I ain't gonna be here. No.
What's going on, man? You got something? You want to contribute to Cherry 2000?
No. Hey, yo, no.
To the conversation of Cherry 2000.
I don't want to get involved in this because it sounds nasty. Like I've been listening for the past 15 minutes, and I'm like, who over here banging robots? I just needed to ask that because nobody listen. I have to be the voice of are you out of your damn mind? Because y'all want to try to report on this. Like this is a real story. I need to know who out here banging damn robots.
This is a movie.
Thomas,
hold up.
This is how we got here. Remember, you had something to do for the sound of coffee, and then Angry and I filled in, and I, because it's me, found the story about the DV AI boyfriend named Sinclair. Okay.
Yeah, we laughed about it. This woman is being tortured by an AI program and
shit. We went down a journey of a couple days of this, and it has stumbled into me and others. Mostly me, finding other instances of robot love. Okay, and then Angry and I discussed how these people could get their rocks off and just create their own Jarvis.
Wait, hold up. Y'all said this out loud. Somebody made a movie out of this premise?
Yes.
This
so
George
why?
This movie was made in 1987.
George was like, "Hey, Taz, they already made this into a movie. It's already that." I was like,
always George.
It's
always George.
Bullshitting me."
George is dangerous.
I tried.
Can we just admit George is a dangerous mother?
I knew about
this. He's dangerous. I don't listen. George is out here alone. George is out here alone with internet access and I don't care what it is. If you think of a scenario, I ain't never heard of a man falling in love with a pink rock. George will look and go, here's a movie called Pink Rock Love, and he will find it. And I'm like, he's dangerous. Should we even have him on the damn stage?
He's dangerous. Pink Rock Love right now.
Plus, it was payback. What? For all of my Percy the Pimp, Cooter Biscuit, Cooter Coin coupon shenanigans. I did it to myself. And then the people.
It's your fault for having the internet. It's your fault.
Viewers always encourage my bullshittery, and they go on the journeys with me, and then they convince the rest of y'all to go with me too. And then
we are begging y'all, stop doing this. Please stop.
The kicker was Jeff said continue to let her do it because people start buying stuff when I have these ideas.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, listen, okay,
I'm profitable though.
Okay,
yay.
As part of the management of BCPR, I do need to inform the viewers this.
Wait,
viewers and listeners, I need to inform you of this. George and Taz are dangerous. We try to get them to y'all. Like shot glasses.
We have already been through all of this, okay?
I know, but I'm just saying.
I already said that shit at the beginning, bro.
Listen, we try to give them to you like shot glasses. We give you an hour and a half of Taz every day. It's a shot glass. Do bloop, bloop. You will see George maybe twice a week, and we get shot glass. But when they're together alone with internet access, we're not talking analog, we are talking digital. They find things we didn't ask for. I promise you. I'm sitting here trying to do some shit, and I heard robot love.
Well,
Hold up. Is this a thing? Is this going on right now?
We got to get back to the movie.
Chaos has left
how
the
bad
dog
this
in front of
movie
me.
is.
But real quick, Harley, what is your good news?
Yes, Harley. You said
Please,
you had
Harley, give up some good news. What's up with the good news? Can we get some good news? Because yes, there is a show called Sex, Love, and Robots. Yes, it's on Netflix. Yes, there's not a whole lot of sex in it.
We know
that one. That one we got. Okay.
So we're talking about the
you
first
and George
Robot Love movie, which is
not
Cherry
alone
2000.
together, Chaos.
Wait a
Alone
minute, Cherry.
individually
You're talking about
bonded
Cherry
us.
2000.
Cherry 2000, yeah.
Cherry 2000.
The man who fell in love with the car. No, we haven't found. No, there's
Melanie
a
Griffith
that's
had to pay the rent that week.
We didn't forget about the man who fell in love with the car, nor the woman who fell in love with the roller coaster, or the man who married a silicone sex bot, or the woman who decided to marry herself because, and I quote, "Nobody could do me like me."
The management at
remember
GCPR is not responsible for any of the content that is put out by our show host.
This is for educational purposes only, people.
Yeah, we give our show hosts free reign to shape the shows as they see fit. All the management at GCPR does is we make damn sure, that's what we do, we make sure that there is access to the internet and to Radio King. We, the management of GCPR, do not in any way, shape, form, or fashion endorse having relations with robots. We are not.
Thomas a couple times a week, goes.
Thomas.
Okay,
listen,
can we
I
not
seen the original Star Trek movie.
start
Y'all
with
out
the
there.
man
Thomas.
on Sound of Coffee Discord? Yeah.
You want to finish up with reviewing Cherry 2000 with us?
Listen, I just came here to make sure
you're already here, and
you're here. I'm queer. Let's go.
So let's do this. I mean,
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let this ride because
we've already because
I haven't seen Cherry 2000 since 2000. Like
listen, man, we're at the part where white guy Guyerson has taken Cherry to the creepy IT dude to try to fix her. He has not yet tried to fix. He hasn't been successful yet. However, he did pull out a little mini CD, of her brain, if you will.
It's her personality. It's what makes her her. She's not special without it. She's different from other Cherry 2000.
Once again, the management of Ghost Claw Productions Radio does not endorse or does not endorse or encourage any sort of sexual relationship.
Thomas, I got you. Thomas, hold on. Thomas, I got you. We here at GCPR do not decide whether or not you fall in love with your AI or not. We just ask that at GCPR, if you need to promote your love with your artificial intelligence, that you let us do it. $5.99 a pop. Thank you.
Listen, listen. You know how they say all money ain't good money. If you are asking Angry to make an advertisement for man on computer desk or laptop love, we gonna need a lot more than $4.99. We're talking at least three figures, possibly more in the high. And because Angry has to be the one to make this shit, and Gambit has to be the one to do the voiceover. I can't imagine.
How would Gambit take over doing the AI?
Right. So
I've pretty much cornered the market on this, Thomas.
You cornered the male demographic.
Thomas,
women love that male.
Do not rain on my parade. I will malfunction. What did we learn from Cherry 2000? Do not get the AI wet.
Said we cannot get the AI wet. So now,
give meeting to Roger's computer.
So now, no.
Now we're getting back to the movie.
Please get back to the
Thomas.
movie.
Oh, Thomas,
She went there. She went there and wasn't no bus going there.
But Thomas, you didn't watch March of No Judgment yesterday. I very well could get the female demographic. You missed the love letter to Taz yesterday. And y'all, me reading that letter was not an open door to start a trend. Keep those thoughts inside your head and out of my DMs. Thank you.
It was pure and openly confusing.
Really nasty. Just cover your ears. No, because I have to protect Coco from this level of disgustingness. So cover your ears, Coco. This is a
all right.
Let me put Coco away where she can't. Can she be seen over?
Coco, come here, my darling.
You will not corrupt my damn goat with AI love.
First of all, I already do the voiceovers for Coco. Coco gonna be whatever I want Coco to be.
Listen. If your girlfriend can be stopped with a unplugged. Hold on. I have picked out the books. We are going to start with the banned book club on the Sound of Coffee Discord.
I read 2 minutes ago, Thomas. So glad you listened. They don't listen to me over here.
I'm old.
Shit. Oh, and speaking of which, is Storm in here? Storm, let me tell you what this mofo said. Okay, he said, aren't you and Thomas really close in age? I said, how do you think I am? He put a whole year on my. Yeah, we're gonna fight. Y'all want to see a charity boxing? It's gonna be me versus Storm. Do I know Storm is a whole man? Yes. Am I built to fight? No. Will I hit him with a cane? Absolutely.
It's okay, Coco.
All right.
Not always like
and with
this.
that
Please
being
get back
said,
to Terry. Please get back to
so
Terry.
that was being said,
I just want to be here.
So now white guy McWhite takes Cherry back to the house, and he contemplates how is he going to fix Cherry? What's going to happen? How is he going to do? And then he decides, and then he hears that if he goes out, you
missed the most important thing. He strips Cherry down naked, tucks her into the bed, gets in bed next to her, and is contemplating.
Well, see, I was trying to skip over that part because I mean,
explicitly
know all that, but hey,
that part was relevant.
He went to bed with his laptop. He went to bed with his laptop.
Let me be the first to tell you, yes, it is.
Oh, all right then.
He went to bed with a blender.
He strips her down. He lays her in the bed. He gets in the bed next to her.
It's not a year. It's a month.
And he contemplates.
Who is the woman that played Cherry in this movie?
Hold on. I got her name. Wait a second, because I pulled up the cast.
This man out here banging out his Wi-Fi router.
Pamela. He didn't even get the router.
No,
Pamela Gidley.
Pamela Gidley.
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 Did she ever work again? Was this a one and done? Did she leave Hollywood after this?
Was this Pete?
No, I think her next movie was Showgirls, but other than that,
Jesus, Mary.
All right.
A few other things. I don't know.
Now, eventually, we'll get back to Cherry 2000.
No, we really need to get back to Cherry 2000 because Showgirls has got my crotch hurting, and I'm not even watching the movie. I'm over here.
She was in quite a few horrible movies. She's
the little
the
vampire.
Horrible movies.
Okay, where do you go after Cherry 2000?
The casting couch, I guess. I don't know.
That's the only way you can go. So
Uwe Boll? I mean, do you do an Uwe Boll movie?
She did Cherry 2000, Thrashing before that, Free Fall after that, The Little Death, Lieberstrom, Mafia, Little Vampire, Aberration, Land Speed, True Blue, The Blue Iguana, Disturbed, Highway to Hell, Bad Love, Angel Street, Jesus Christ, The Treat, Permanent Record, Luster, Twin Peaks, Fire Walk with Me, Twin Peaks, Missing Pieces.
Oh my God.
Cheating Hearts, Crew, SFW, Dudes, Kiss and Tell. Please, you did enough kissing and telling in this movie.
Jesus Christ!
Bombshell, Liars.
We're good on that. She's been on all.
She's been on like an episode of like a bunch of shit.
So she's been in all the bad movies. So
this woman is 100% booty cheeks. Like I'm just saying, Cherry 2000 might have been her Academy Award winning film because the rest of that shit sound like hot ass.
This review has gone off the rails. So this review is no longer a review now. It's just
oh no, we reviewing. Oh no,
this is just Thomas. This is just Thomas just ranting about.
I did nothing. I just got here. I'm just over here holding cocoa.
And you keep interrupting me when I start getting through the movie, man.
I'm gonna sit over here and just hold cocoa. My face.
Right.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna mute my mic, and then as I hear shit, you just look at my facial expressions. I ain't saying shit. Fuck it. I ain't saying nothing.
Okay.
So now, all right, now we finally get to the movie since the shit has taken a whole goddamn detour all the way over to goddamn Australia so we get across the street. So now, since White Guy McWhiteGuyerson is laying in bed with Cherry, and he thinks back to the creepy conversation that he had with the IT guy, telling him that the only way he's going to replace her is by taking the little mini CD and getting another Cherry body, and then seating Cherry body, he got a new Cherry. So he decides he's going to go to the town of Glory Hole. To the town of Glory Hole. That is the name of the town.
Stop. No, he didn't.
I promise you, the name of the town is Glory Hole. And he is looking for a tracker whose last name is Johnson. He's looking for a Johnson.
This wasn't a porn?
He's looking for Johnson at the Glory Hole. I shit you not. That is the movie. He is looking for Johnson at the Glory Hole. And what ends up happening, he goes
He
into a bar.
He
finds the Johnson at the Glory Hole.
He finds a Johnson. Well, he was looking for six figure. He was looking for the six-figure Johnson.
For six-figure Jake.
But he ended up with six-figure Jake's niece.
Oh.
Which was the Johnson.
And the first time he went looking for the Johnson, they were like, he's dead. And another guy was like, he's not dead. He's just shy. Come on out here with us. And
he gets robbed.
That scene confused me because I thought some gay stuff was about to happen.
And
well, yeah, you.
He was like, drop it.
He's right here. He's right around here. He's right here. It's like, oh, yo, what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, Harley, this movie is confusing and concerning all at the same time. And so after he finds Johnson in the Glory Hole, and then he gets robbed, he goes back to Johnson at the Glory Hole and said, hey, and this whole movie, god damn it, this whole fucking movie is just with nothing but cheesy quips. Every time, back and forth, it's just cheesiness, just quips back and forth. Everybody's quippy in this movie. It's always one-liner quippied.
What?
That's how it is, right?
What?
So
what?
I already been known this movie was ass chaos. All right. The simple fact is that I'm surprised that you say it's bad. That's what surprises me. Because this type of movie, that shit's right up your alley. I'm surprised you say it's bad.
Oh, he was talking about, like, as I was watching and pausing, he was acting like this movie owed him money. He was acting like he called this movie about the $20 he loaned it. They told you, I'll get you your funky $20. Like, that's how I was like, oh, you know what? How bad is it?
So, what this movie do to you, man? What this movie do to you? So, he finds Johnson in Glory Hole, and they go out looking for the body for his new CD.
He needed his portable CD player back.
He's looking for a portable CD player for his CD. So he goes out looking for that. And I don't know why, because I mean, hell, he could just. And
it's
not like he got the shit from Amazon.
He packed literal suitcases, like old school, hard plastic briefcase type suitcases. And he packed more than the stereotypical woman packing to go on a weekend trip.
No place.
Yep.
It touched my no place.
It touched my no place. Oh my God. Yeah. So while Miss Johnson and White Guy is going through the desert to go to the robot grave so he could get a new body for Cherry, so he could put the CD in, so he could.
Like, where is he going?
So he could,
going to find this.
Going to find his sex robot so he can get laid again.
This discontinued model.
his discontinued model sex robot. Instead of just taking the little CD and then just getting a different robot,
or maybe just taking the L,
or just taking the L. And what makes it even
maybe do
even
some
more crazy?
introspection.
No, and what makes it even crazy is that everybody in the movie, his friends, were talking about, well, let's just go out and meet a real woman, not a robot. Meet a real woman.
The other thing, that was introspection.
And he's just like, nah. She's special. No. How special is she? How special is she really? She didn't make her dick that wet. She that good?
He is a special level of.
He's special level. He's special, all right. Thomas. Oh, listen, man. I know you've forgotten a lot of stuff with this, Thomas, but hey, this shit gets worse. It's funnier. It gets even funnier, but it gets way worse. So I'm just so while they're going, it's like they're going through, like, you remember
Harvey,
movie,
it's not
Warriors?
that he's gotten shot. It's like the robots have taken over the ladies of the night occupations.
Yes.
Like there's whole hotel, like there's one scene at a motel where this guy runs through this sex bot so much she breaks down. He gets pissed off and sits the sex bot out in the hallway like she's the problem.
I can't. He did what?
He wore this sex bot out so much to the point where she couldn't do anything.
How?
He dragged her out to the room, set her out to the side, threw her out like, she's the problem.
And then put her shoes out there. Like she put the shoes
out. Okay?
He out here. Lord, wait a minute. He banged this sex robot so much that he broke her and put her in the hallway.
Energizer Bunny Diddy, okay?
This no come plan ain't nothing to F with. He didn't no come plan.
Yeah, but what got me was when he took her shoes out, her gold lame shoes, it's like he had real attitude. Like, here, wench, good for nothing, bro. Like,
wait a minute. And he gave her a pair of shoes?
Her shoes.
No, those were her shoes. He just tossed them out.
Okay. Was she naked?
No, she was dressed.
No, she had a nightie on.
She had on like some hot pants, nighties in the top, and he brought her gold lame shoes out to give them to her.
Yeah. But he took the robot's clothes off to put a CD in her. So
no, this was
in other words,
this is a different scene.
Okay, all right. So this dude was banging a lingerie wearing robot so much that she broke, and then because he was mad at her, he put her in the hallway and gave her some shoes. No plan is nothing to F with. I'm muting. I can't just. Again, watch the picture, man. And y'all watch this on purpose?
To review the movie today, yeah.
Have you met us?
And you got a lot of fucking nerve to say that shit after showing me Hobbs and Shaw.
Right.
Oh, that's right on. Because I'm gonna tell you something.
You got a lot of goddamn
Idris Elba
nerve.
played Superman. That's all he did. At least he didn't put himself in the hallway with a pair of grippy socks. Nah.
How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you say that shit like that?
Shit.
That movie, man.
Listen.
No.
You can go to therapy for Hobbs and Shaw. You can go to therapy for Hobbs and Shaw. You can go. Listen, you can go to therapy for Hobbs and Shaw. You cannot go to therapy for banging your DVD player. I'm sorry. I don't care. Like, you out here sticking it in a toaster and it break, and then you gonna.
Let's not forget, in this movie, first of all, it is like Mad Max meets Sexbot Capital. Okay, they're in like these factions. Okay, it's like the Hunger Games of Sexbots. All right.
Yeah.
So they're already
they're
out.
warring.
There is a place in this movie.
Like, there are different factions out there.
What is it? The Last Resort Brothel or something? Like,
Last Resort Brothel, yes. That is
now,
the
at
name
least
of
at the
that
last
was the name of
resort
the place. It
brothel,
was Last
they
Resort
do have a
Brothel.
human. They
That
got a
sounds an
human
awful lot
hoe.
like Ty's $10 house.
No, Taz's $10 house. That's
No, that's high
that's where
class
the elite
compared
ones
to
are.
that. That is a $2 shack that they got out in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, they out in the middle of the desert.
So
But
should we
fast forward
offer
a
the
little bit.
mechanical
Fuck outta here,
fleshlight?
Pete.
White man
Yeah.
McWhiterson. White man McWhiterson goes back to the OG Johnson. Is like, hey, I made a mistake. I'm gonna hire you. I didn't originally want to hire you because you got breasticles,
Because
you're a girl,
you're
and I thought you was a little
let's
pricey. And
let's be honest.
I'm a little bit of a misogynist.
No, he didn't want to hire because, just like you say, he's a misogynist, and she's a lady.
Yeah, I said she got breasticles.
She's a lady, and he
And
thinks that oh well, she don't know what
if
she's
you
doing.
notice in that scene when they first met, when she went behind a little screen and changed her top, he didn't know, like, oh, wait a minute, I can get these. I don't like these feelings that I'm having in my undercarriage because she can breathe. Like he didn't know that he could have those feelings for a real girl. Like he thought he could only have it for the Pinocchio girl. So they agree. She uncovered his car, right? And she give him the rules.
And so kind of low key.
If I'm hiring somebody to help me find a sex robot,
I mean, clearly he was older, and she was like probably maybe about 20, 21 at the time.
For the bounty hunter. I would probably be a little
the whole
bit
show can just if y'all said they're in the desert, right? Just
You
beat them.
gotta remember. Now,
Mm-hmm.
the Johnson bounty hunter, tracker chick. Okay, it was played by Melanie Griffith when Melanie Griffith still had her original face, so she did look really young.
Yeah, but see,
George is
in the context of the film,
to
listen up, but see, in the context of the film, the way that he is, it seems like he is kind of late 30s, early 40s, where she is like early 20s.
Oh, she's definitely early 20s because like what was hurting her feelings, and this comes from a resident sensitive person. What was hurting her feelings? I wanted to reach through and punch her like girly pop. He's used to banging a machine. Like did you see how he was eyeballing the toaster later on? Just don't have your feelings hurt right now. Don't do that.
I said no, because I mean,
don't get to it.
And apparently, the Cherry 2000 was like the tip top ultimate pinnacle model of sex robots, because everybody else had they said Cherry 2000, they was like Cherry 2000.
Cherry 2000. What was the quote? Yeah. Cherry 2000 is like banging an octopus.
How do you know what banging an octopus? You know what?
The frame of reference. Yeah, that was where.
No respect.
And
from the movie.
That was a quote from the movie.
Yeah, that was a quote from the movie.
That was from the movie.
I ain't saying shit. I'm just over here trying to adjust to a world where somebody used that as a line in something that other people saw. I'm
telling you, man.
Dog. I'm out here. I'm out here fucking a plasma television.
Had a bottom bitch, aka a main bitch. Okay, that he took everywhere. Like it was my buddy, and me. Like that's how he had this woman, and he was like pet kissing her through the whole handful of scenes that they had in the movie. He was the one that said that, and Mr. White Man McWhiterson got offended. Like when he was like, "Yeah, the Cherry 2000 banging her is like banging an octopus." He got mad. Like
he got mad about that.
He was offended. He was more offended than that than watching a man get an arrow put through his head.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you?
This is making my autism hurt.
2,000 dolls are. I don't think anybody was getting swallowed up.
Listen, this is making my autism hurt. This is making my autism hurt.
Well,
my autism ain't supposed to be hurting like this.
Oh, it's gonna hurt even worse because
this man is licking.
Wait for it.
I don't want to play no more. I'm gonna just mute.
Oh, we ain't even got to the cat booty coffee part of this movie.
Oh no,
No, there's not literally cat booty coffee, Thomas. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
There's still more PP to go in this movie. There's still more PP to go.
He needs some milk.
Thomas looked like he was about to check out on all of us. I'm just messing with you, Thomas.
If Kofi Luwak made an appearance in this goddamn movie, I'm done. I will politely and quietly get the hell up off the screen. I don't need to be here. All that bullshit. And Kofi Luwak, I don't need to be here.
First of all, the way that pot of macaroni and cheese was looking, mac and cheese was looking, it was probably the Kofi Luwak of mac and cheese. So.
Oh no! Wait a minute. There was mac and cheese in this?
Yes.
White mac and cheese.
Wait a minute. White mac and cheese. White people mac and cheese.
These white people making mac and cheese.
I don't want to play no more. I'm muting.
It's supposed to be a distraction. Yeah.
From what? White people macaroni and cheese is the only distraction white people macaroni and cheese is distracting you from good food. You can see a whole plate full of soul food cooked by actual people with soul, and in the front of it is Mary Beth's white people macaroni and cheese. That shit is a
movie. This is a movie about a man banging a Betamax. Okay, there's no soul in this movie.
So look, there's no kind of nuance. There's no kind of character arc. There's nothing to that shit. It is just.
I'm muting. Just keep going. I ain't gonna say that. You just
by the end of this, trust and believe.
I'm gonna vomit by the end of this shit. This is becoming disgusting.
Hey, E, how you doing, bro?
I'm surrounded by way too many
Professor Moriarty up in the building.
Out in this heat.
Whose goddamn white baby is that?
Oh my god. So the trek across the desert to the robot graveyard, that was an experience in itself. So
Thomas, you ever cross a river by attaching your car to a giant magnet?
She did.
Whose goddamn white baby is that?
And did you hang out said car and shoot people?
Because she did.
Did you crash your car into some water?
Whose goddamn wife?
And then get out, and the person who hired you, they lose their whole big unnecessary suitcase.
Yeah,
that shit happened too.
We're
goddamn white baby
robot graveyard.
Six Finger Jake, the Six Finger
Jake.
Who has a treasure trove of toaster ovens. He's very excited about that. He tells you what you can remove.
So yeah, you can make open face sandwiches.
Whose goddamn white baby is that?
And it comes with a removable tray for easy cleaning.
There's not a Negro anywhere in this movie, is it? There's not one.
There's one.
Wait a minute. There's one horny black guy banging out.
There's literally two. There's Lawrence Fishburne and there's another dude.
No,
there's another dude. And the second,
not Lawrence Fishburne.
The second dude, Lawrence Fishburne was
in it.
Lawrence
Fishburne plays a robot pimp.
What?
He does.
No.
Good night, Sheila.
No.
This is the extent of Lawrence Fishburne's performance in that movie. Here we are. We have a standard sex contract. Just go ahead and look that over. You okay with that? Oh, you don't agree with the fellatio? Well, you want to renegotiate in bed. What do you think? And cut. He's gone.
Yes.
Mama's still working in them $10 houses.
So he is a proprietor of a $10 robo house. Okay, sir. Yeah.
They turned Lawrence Fishburne into a $10 trick ass.
Oh, and Toaster Man has 2 donkeys. Donkey?
Why the hell does he need the damn donkey?
He had 2 donkeys.
He's the purveyor of sex robots, Thomas. What do you think?
Whose goddamn white baby is that?
He's the purveyor of sex robots, so he needs something to carry the robots on, which is a donkey.
No one black wrote this script. I would not be surprised if this script was not written in red because they ain't got no black in it. There's what Lawrence, hold on. Was Lawrence Fishburne? It was his voice, or was he actually dressed up like a robot?
No, he was just there in regular clothes in the
just there.
robot.
This man was in Apocalypse Now. Then he became more.
He was actually in the movie, but he was playing a pimp.
And they get to share like their sexcapades with one another if they want to. Because at the beginning of the movie, White Man Whiterson pissed off a lady because she's like, "Yeah, I met him last week at the club. Don't you have something to show me?" And he's like, "My card expired." And she, you would have thought he cursed her whole lineage.
Yeah,
Why would you do that?
Listen, you would have thought instantly that
negotiating a sex contract with a woman whose face looked like fellatio.
Yeah.
Don't ask no questions. I said what I said. Figure it out.
Whose goddamn white baby is that?
That's the movie. That's what's in the movie.
And now we are to the point where White Man McWhiterson is sitting down in front of Toaster Man and he looks at the tracker chick, Red. Okay, we'll just call her Raggedy Ann. Okay, because she got chopped up red hair with split ends, which I appreciate because it wasn't like she could wash and condition her hair. So I love that they didn't like try to glam her up. All right, so we cool with that. And he goes right in front of dude, no whisper. Is that Six Finger Jake? He's like, what if I am? Like,
what if I am?
It's like, I just want to know. I heard stuff.
They were like, what? Well, like you're dead.
And then she goes, Six Figure Jake. You know, they're two Johnsons. Like White McWhiterson is sitting in a room with two Johnsons. Everybody's dream, I guess. I don't know.
Good night, y'all.
And he's like, so what are you looking for? She's like, he wore out his sex bot and he needs another one. He's like, no, I didn't. That's not what happened. She's like, sure.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me. It's like you wore it out.
An hour and a half, man.
She's immature as hell. And I was there for that. I wanted her to keep teasing him about wearing out the sex. And here's the thing, we never saw him actually have sex with the sex bot. And later on, when he finally got to touch a real girl, I was like, you don't know what to do. So you probably didn't stick nothing in nothing.
Give me my money too.
I paid all this money to still have blue balls.
No, here's the thing. Cherry did all of the work.
Yeah, she did.
She did all the work. See, he didn't have to do anything. He didn't have to. That's why when he went out with his friends to that nightclub, and they were all like, oh, you gotta meet some women. You gotta meet some women. And he's just like, but I gotta talk to them. Yeah. And I gotta be nice.
He's like, I can't just program in what to say to me.
I'm done.
And I don't know. I can't program them what I want them to say.
So Cherry is really the star of this movie.
Yes.
A goddamn sex robot.
Stop. I want you to think about
being held by an incel.
Cherry is the dog, okay? But the true Cherry, is the redheaded
within all of us.
Is the redheaded. That's who the star of the show is. That's who puts in the most work, okay, and gets very little attention. The tracker's like a clit. You knew it was coming, unlike the dude in the movie, but you knew that was coming.
Nigga, did you know that I can see you?
I don't play no more.
It's about man's inhibition to man.
It's literally about men not wanting to admit that they're gay and will stick their penis in pretty much anything. Like Cherry 2000 should be a cautionary movie for every woman who is out dating, or you got yourself a little boyfriend, or you're thinking about getting one. Please watch Cherry 2000 and please understand that men will bang a light socket.
Let's put some
hair on it and a set of lips.
Republican women, if you were
and then still sometimes if it will kill them.
Yeah, but Republican women, if you are considering dating a Republican man, which very few of y'all are, this is your future. This is they want you to microwave some food, get them a Pepsi, and roll around in suds until you break.
Yeah.
Because we learned that Republican incel men are willing to put on a cheap Party City mask and go on international news and admit that for 14 to 16 hours they chug and chug themselves.
And the part that I'm still having issues with and wrapping my brain around is when they were rolling around in suds and she short circuits. How come he didn't get electrocuted?
That was my next question. You mean to tell me he lived?
But my
Was
thing
he
is,
banging her while she was short circuiting?
he was trying to. He was
No,
trying
he
to.
was trying
But
to.
Here's the thing. He stopped kissing her right at the right moment because the way she got robotic lockjaw and the way the 12-year-old boy who lives in me.
Hold up. Hold up. Electronic lockjaw?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because she went.
Yeah, she
Men will bang a light socket. We will have sexual relations with a light socket. Okay, ladies, y'all win.
As Leslie Jones said this week, she said
Y'all
she
win.
just found out what a flashlight was, and she said, "Men, why are y'all screwing flashlights?"
I quit. Listen, ladies, you won. Whatever the fuck it was, you won. We lost. We can't come back. Flashlights are a real thing. Men walk around with something that looks like a Maglite flashlight with Gucci on the top. We're done. We quit.
I can't even say we women win because women won't even go to the special adult shop. They will just go to the hardware store, not even like a chain hardware store, the local one with questionable inventory that's acquired from questionable places. Get a literal flashlight, no batteries, and use that flashlight for you know what.
But you know what? Listen. All right. Hold on.
All right.
There's a woman right now making sweet, passionate love to a Glade container.
Hold on. But they have never made a movie called Hardcock 2000. There has never been a male sex robot with a penis so long he's
sure about that, Thomas?
George,
I don't think you
find
would
me
that up.
where a woman is banging a goddamn male sex robot.
I don't think you would want to look that title up.
Yeah,
because I don't know for a
you're gonna
fact,
get
but
a whole
I'm
lot of
pretty much
mixed results there, my
99.999% sure that movie exists, but just not not mainstream.
A very different.
If this movie exists
on a very different site.
A woman is walking around with Saint Swole Meat, the robotic version.
Oh dear God!
He's cut muscular.
Oh dear God! It came out in 2024.
The puck.
Subservience.
What is the name of it again? Huh?
With Megan Fox. I might watch.
Megan Fox. No. No. There's a trailer. I'm a mute because there's a trailer. Y'all continue to talk about Cherry 3000. I'm a mute because I'm gonna find this trailer tonight. Today. I'm getting that trailer tonight. God damn it! I'm getting that trailer.
Megan Fox is the robot. I won't. That's not what I mean.
Yeah, I need one where a woman was banging Saint Swole Meat. I needs this. Okay, I'm a mute. Continue.
Wait a minute. Why there's so many of these?
You can find all kinds of movies like that on the hub.
Oh, whoa! Wait a minute. That is.
I know they on the hub. Like they on the hamster in the hub. I already know that part, but I don't want to see that shit because it's just. Listen, at the end of it, just keep talking.
My God! So
my asshole. Just keep talking.
So the whole issue. I mean, when they get to they get to
I found it,
Grand
Thomas.
Canyon, and there's this giant crane with like a magnet on it, and instead of just like
Erodobot,
instead of just like doing like the car, getting a car and just driving around, trying to avoid all the other gangs that are in Zone 7, which that's where the robot graveyard is, so they could get another Cherry, so he can get his rocks off.
That man went to a great sex robot graveyard to find another Cherry.
That's the name of the place. It's called Robot Graveyard. And
George did it.
Yeah. And instead of just going around with the car and whatnot, she says the best way across is use the crane and have some get captured, and the crane get craned out on the car and then moved across, but then they get captured, but then somehow they get loose, and then the car goes down the drain, and the magnet gets attached to the car, but then the car goes. They go through a lot of shit, and then they end up finding Six Finger Jake. And then Six Finger Jake takes him off to another oasis.
Well, no, they didn't. No, he didn't take him to the oasis. That's when they went and
they were going to get the car back.
Was supposed to load up one of the donkeys. They got ambushed. He got knocked out. He woke up to an ex-girlfriend of his, which I'm not quite sure if she was human or a robot, but she did have an obsession with sandwiches. And he was like, "How did I get here?" And he was in like this. He looked like the Temu version of Jimmy Buffett. Okay, that's the best I got.
The entirety, the whole camp was their outfit, their uniform or whatever was.
Like they acted like they were living yacht life, but there wasn't any water or a yacht in sight.
No.
And she was like, "I changed my name to Ginger, but you still don't listen to me." But she had a boyfriend. It was weird. She was trying to convince Whitey McWhiterson to stick around. They thought that another dude who fell asleep in Whitey McWhiterson in the tracker's car was the actual tracker. So they put a arrow through his head because he said he was just trying to get to a golf tournament, but then trying to take credit for what was in the car. Like that was going to make him the big peen man of the hour.
Yeah.
And the white lady, the ginger girl was like, "You should stay. We need somebody like you. Everybody else is so flaky, and we need somebody to whip everyone into shape." And he's like, "Your leader / your boyfriend, crazy killer, bitch. I don't want no parts of this." She's like, "He's not like that, but we do need you." And he's like, "Get the fuck away from me, you weird safari dressing hoe." And she then he was like, "I'm gonna slip out and leave." He thought that he finally learned how to fight. How did he learn how to fight? I guess osmosis. I don't freaking know. And then he realizes, "Oh, I didn't beat this dude up. Somebody put a knife in his back." And he looks up. There it goes. Tracker girl. He's like, "Where did you come from?" And she's like, "It took me a while to get to you because, she had to ride the donkey there because her car is there that had been flooded. But the car is now no longer flooded. It's not bolted or nothing. It's a little singed on the front." She pulls gas out of God knows where. He takes one of the gas cans because it's not like there's no gas stations anywhere. So, let's waste a little bit of gas that we have.
So, just burn the whole thing down.
Gas all over.
No, Jess, it was a regular schmegular bow and arrow. It was not a crossbow. It's just a regular schmegular bow and arrow.
I'll see y'all tonight. I will see y'all tonight.
And of course, everything blows up and explodes. The killer white man goes past the little makeshift beehives, and Miss Ginger is like, "Wait, look out for the bees!" And for some reason, while the beehives are on fire, they act like Beyonce's beehives and attack the white man.
And they're on the way to the graveyard.
And then he's like, Whitey McWhiterson's like, "Oh, I lost all my stuff with the donkey." When she got little mini dick
and right in her back pocket.
She ain't telling him nothing, and he looking at her. Now she said at the beginning, "Don't nobody drive my car but me. I don't let nobody drive my car."
Nobody drives my car. But then all of a sudden, here he is. Next scene, driving the car.
In the passenger seat, he driving. He looking down at her. The car tells him, "Hey, bitch, beep, beep, beep. There's something in front of her. Beep, beep, beep." He looking at her sleep like, "Oh, she sure do look purty. I like her mouth." And then
bam.
He stops just before they hit a rock. And she gets up and he's like, "Are you okay?" "Yeah, I'm okay." "Are you okay?" "No, I'm not okay." And then they start looking at each other. And instead of like just making out like regular people, he immediately wants to kiss her and start taking her shirt off. I don't know what his obsession is to taking everybody's shirts off. And I also don't understand why there's no bras anywhere in this movie. Just nobody got a bra. Titties are not comfortable.
Listen, this is a
sweaty
post-apocalyptic future 2017. All right.
You want to have chafed titties out in the desert. You don't do that. Absolutely not. And then they going, and then she roll it around, and the car is heating. You see steam coming off, but that's not affecting none of them. They just and then it hits just right, and then you hear, "Welcome home, honey." And he's like, why didn't you tell me? And she hands it to him. I don't know why I didn't tell you. And then he instantly gets an attitude and he's no longer attracted to her and he's ready to go. And then the dudes that just got their face stung off somehow catch up to them super quick, even though they had a head start from overnight to the fucking morning.
And not only that, they had to find vehicles that will work.
It wasn't already
Because
blown up.
half of them were like blown up.
And they needed some gasoline.
And they needed gas.
Why is your version to not wear bras now? Because I know how. Look,
Yes.
growing up where I grew up, the heat and the desert and no, put a bra on. Like the robot, okay, I can understand because she ain't got no flesh that's gonna cause things to like drop it low. But flesh, no, I don't care how old you are. You could be 22 and a quarter. You out in that much heat, your boobs are leaving tracks in the sand. Okay, that's how they're gonna find you. The boob print. No bras in the wasteland. See, I say on air with your
desert.
No bras in the wasteland.
Do you see bras in any of like the Mad Max movies?
Yeah, they made bras. They just made the whole outfit.
Yeah, they just made it within the outfit. Yeah,
maybe Tina Turner's costume. Maybe that.
Have you seen? Well, before she passed away, have you seen Tina Turner? She definitely needed a bra. She wasn't gonna move nowhere without a bra. Okay, she would have still been at step 2 if they didn't tame them biddies. That's like you can't put Aretha Franklin out there like that either. She wasn't gonna go nowhere. She would have been tripping up over them. Those are 2 teenagers strapped to them chests. Absolutely not.
Hell no.
Them things got driver's license of their own.
They got their own 401ks each.
And then, first of all, can we talk about Mr. Whiterson being the worst shot ever? The worst shot ever. He got just wasting.
Like, all of them are bad shots.
Kept giving him a gun, girl. He is wasting bullets.
Like all of them are bad shots.
Yeah,
all of them are.
Shot. She was picking everybody out.
But she is good. Everybody else was horrible.
Yeah, then they gonna throw a little grenade. I guess it was supposed to be a grenade. I'm pretty sure they got the grenade from Wish.com, not even Temu. Okay, and then he jumps over her and throws it back, and she for a second was like, "He did save me," and then she realized,
this one, sex robot.
And then they continue to go. Then they get to the last resort brothel while dude is getting a haircut. But I didn't understand what was she cutting? Thoughts and prayers?
She was cutting intentions. He had concepts of a haircut. That's what she was doing. Concepts of a haircut. And
I mean, the henchmen had M60 machine guns mounted on how could you not get hit from any bullet from an M60 machine gun? Right. And the M60 machine guns didn't even have like the traditional bullets on the side, in the clip, or in the basket. I was like, I was like, yeah, this is an 80s movie.
It is very 80s.
Because the only time Mr. Whiterson was able to have good aim is when he did the whole movie trope theme of, I'm going to shoot at the gas tank and it's going to blow up. You could hit the little bitty gas tank, but you couldn't hit that big old man.
Like, just right there. Like, right there.
You know what? And here's the thing. Movies like this, certain people are never going to beat the allegations that they can't find a hole. Not a toilet bowl hole, not a cooter hole, nothing.
Nope.
But I always want to go play golf. How you find that hole and no other hole? I guess that's why y'all take so many mulligans. I don't know.
I guess so. But
Thomas really did. Thomas is done with us.
Thomas ain't fooling around with us.
Plus, I'll I'll try to get him to talk about it tonight on the Villain's View.
No, I found.
We're gonna make him talk about it more.
Last night, myself and Mrs. Villain, we came up with our own ad for Thomas because somebody said that he was scary with weapons. We came up with our own weapons. So he was already done. He was already done coming in. Yeah.
He was looking for the movie. I found the movie for him where the wife. It's called Lifelike, and it came out in 2019. It's on Amazon Prime Video. I've been watching it. I'm like, okay, because he wanted to find the movie where the wife has sex with the robot. So the husband gets the robot to help her around the house, but he's helping her around the house.
Walking after midnight.
Yeah.
She was supposed to.
But the robot is played by the same guy who plays on The Expanse. I can't think of his name. The commander of the Rocinante. But yeah.
It's very disturbing that we have some movies out where people fuck robots and AI and
sir, started with this goddamn movie. The whole reason we have STIs and STDs is because somebody once looked at a barn and was like, date night.
Yeah.
Christopher Columbus thought a manatee looked like a mermaid. I don't put nothing past anybody at this point. Okay.
Yeah.
Say what you will about the conservationists. I believe that is a major reason why you're not allowed to touch the manatees now.
Yeah, I think so too. So we get to the point where Sister Cat, Raggedy Ann, uses the parts from her Ford to fix a plane.
To fix his airplane because they got to this
oasis
that they were going to meet Six Finger Jake at.
And Mr. Whiter said, it's like, it's not going to work. Like, he is such a Debbie Downer, but he wants his true love sex bot. Like, make it make sense. Because she's like, the quickest, best way is for us to fly into the graveyard and fly out. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
So she gets it together. Six Finger Jake dies because the brothel owner and the one whore there was telling the ops where they was at. And she had made stovetop mac and cheese in a piss poor, grungy, look like it ain't been clean since 1922 Dutch oven. And he's like, go, they're coming. And she's like, they're leaving. And go get the mac and cheese. Like, that mac and cheese looked dry as hell. It looked
mac and cheese, like what?
It looked like Stonehenge in a pot, okay?
It looked like Popeye's mac and cheese.
It was nasty.
Yeah. Like if they made mac and cheese out of a Popeye's biscuit, that's what that was, okay? They took all the moisture that killed that robot to begin with, and that's where all the moisture in the movie went. It was no moisture left for anything else. No. But they fly out. He runs up, Nick Whiterson runs up, and then while she's flying the plane, he decides to tell her that her uncle dead. Six Finger Jake, he died. The girl shot him in the back of the head. She's sitting there trying not to scream and cry. Like, ho, is you cool? Like, you're in the air. She's flying the plane. Can you fly the plane? Because what the hell?
What is
you
doing?
She wants to end it all. That's her last family member that we know about. She's alone. There's nobody here.
She pissed because here's the thing, her uncle got shot because you trying to get laid.
Yeah, and then the robot graveyard is the Las Vegas Strip. I should have seen that coming. I should have seen it coming.
It should have been. Yeah.
And they fly past this quad of showgirl statues that look like
almost like a temple.
And I was like,
but not like
to the top of one building that's pretty much covered in sand. And she's got some rope. Where she got this rope from? When she put it in the plane, I don't know. Okay, a little 3-seater plane.
So we got, I don't know where it's at. But
and the plane looks like the plane that took out Aaliyah. So I wouldn't have got in it. But hey, I wasn't trying to bang out.
No way. You're not looking at, but hey, you're not looking for a sex robot. So there's that.
Fell down on some rope that generally you would use like to tie down a cooler on the top of your minivan if you're going on a National Lampoon vacation. Okay, this rope.
This is.
I'm not even an outdoorsy type of person, but I know that this rope it couldn't.
That this rope was not. This rope wasn't cutting it. This rope wasn't going to cut it for anything.
Fell down. She tells Whitey McWhiterson when they get to the room that looks like a slaughterhouse, but hanging from where you would normally have the cows and the pigs and stuff hanging is bags of sex dolls. Okay, and she got, we gotta hurry up. Like, they on our tail. We gotta hurry up.
Yeah, we gotta hurry up because this is a whole protected. This is a whole protected place because she was saying that they got security, they got dogs, they got guards, they got all kinds of shit there. So we gotta get in and get out.
They talking to the dude and his hooker, and she like, look at my shoe. They off her. He just shoot her like she should have worked on her personality. They're driving. Remember, Raggedy Ann and Sexy Whiterson, they flew in, but somehow the other people done dropped. They like, do they have Mr. Who? Do they have Dr. Who in their back pocket? They just pull him out with his boot, and they just pippity poppy poof right there. But here we are. And she's like, hurry up, they're going. And she goes, oh, is this one? And he's like, close, but that's not it. What you mean close? Anyway, so he finally found the one. He looks at her and he's like, oh. So I'm pretty sure his Johnson was tap dancing in his pants. He takes out the mini CD player.
Condition, absolutely.
She's like, hi, honey, you're home. And they start kissing. And this doll actually knows how to kiss, but they kissing like they on their honeymoon. Like people ain't coming to kill them.
Then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, my God, I missed you so much.
Yeah, Raggedy Ann is starting to walk away, and then flip, lights come on, stuff starts moving. She's like,
I told you we gotta go.
And they trying to take this stupid ass robot because the robot is dumb as shit. No survival skills whatsoever, no common sense, no adaptive technology. Okay, the IT in me is coming out, but y'all get what I'm saying. Okay, this bitch ain't learned a damn thing.
I was the same thing. I was thinking as well. It's
like it needed software.
No, how is it this robot apparently that's supposed to be able to process all kinds of information at literal seconds at a time? How is it she's just that damn dumb? And then I think about it as well, and I thought about it too. Is that okay? I see the little mini disc, and it only fits but so much memory on it. So.
Like he didn't
all that fits on there was just
they shooting at him, and she's like, "Oh, what is that?
Yeah, what is it? What's going
she's
on?"
wiping his head.
Yeah, play with just I love you so. And again, like just exactly just how Taz said, no survival skills, none.
So they
like the only gig memory chip.
The only thing that little CD memory chip. It's a CD.
They get back to the plane. She's like, well, Raggedy Ann is like, well, the plane's too heavy. Just go past the trash bin, slow down, and I'll jump out. And he's like, no,
we can do.
So she jumps out. Plane goes up. He knows that he didn't kick his little sex bot out. I don't know how he thought that the plane magically got lighter. And he goes, and he's like, yeah, we got out. He turns around and looks, and then he's instantly disappointed because he sees the sex bot that he got all these people killed for and risked his life and Raggedy Ann's for is the only one sitting there. So he's flying. He's watching Raggedy Ann shoot up to like try to save her life. She's in a trash pile, surrounded by many
behind a trash pile. Yes,
and one black person and a dumb bitch eating a cooler full of fucking sandwiches.
Yeah,
just taking the
this is the actual scene. This is the literal scene.
Eating the sandwich, sitting in front of a car, just watching all the gunfire go past, like she's watching the movie at home with us. And he's like, so he's like, finally he starts to fly away, just wasting all this gas, like it's unlimited in this wasteland. And then he's looking at her, and then she tapping him, I love you. And then that's when he woke up and was like, I hate this bitch.
Yes,
so he flies back around and he's like, Carrie, what? Can you go get me a Pepsi? And she goes, yeah. She just stands there. So he gets his little love fest girl. They get up in the air. He turns around and kisses her and is like, what about her? I got you. And then the bitch with now the cooler was pink, but I noticed that the level of the sandwiches never decreased. This bitch had to eat like 10 sandwiches. She gets the robot. She gets the Cherry 2000 sex bot, walks her
Sits
over
next to the Cherry 2000 robot and hands her a
where
sandwich.
one of the statues is. There's a butch queen that's sitting there. And I guess a dude, I don't know. She's passing out sandwiches again, and she gives a sandwich to the robot, and that's it. That's it.
Pretty.
That's it in the movie.
Pretty.
That's it.
When I tell you,
White guy are sitting in Raggedy Ann flew off into the sunset.
Yeah, Chaos came upstairs at that point, and I was like, "This don't make no sense. That's the end." He's like, "Yeah, that's the end." I was like, "It's dumb and it doesn't make any sense. It's a bad movie that doesn't make that." He said, "I know."
Mm-hmm. That's what surprised me when Chaos said that this is a bad movie. Because again, like I said, this type of shit is like right up his alley.
I watched another Lawrence Fishburne movie after Cherry 2000 last night. I watched The Astronaut, which Kate Mara.
I thought it was bad. Lawrence Fishburne was in Pee-wee's Playhouse.
First of all, it took me way too long to realize that Lawrence Fishburne was in Pee-wee's Playhouse because Pee-wee's Playhouse was my jam, right? And then my one aunt, who she gets off on traumatizing me. She really does. She needs to be studied. And I mean, you ain't even got to kill her to study your brain. Just cut that bitch open, okay? I ain't gonna tell nobody. She told me, she was like, "Yeah, your favorite character." She was like, "One of your favorite characters is Lawrence Fishburne." I was like, "No, it's not." Oh, I looked it up.
To Cowboy Curtis. And you were like,
okay, full disclosure, I used to watch Pee-wee's Playhouse. I used to take my glasses off because I was younger. And back then, glasses weren't so cute. Okay, you had the Suzanne Sugarbaker 2000s, which were just huge block glasses with no personality. Or you had a slither, okay? And you just had to squint. I wasn't doing that, all right? Really, not too much for kids or anybody back then. So my parents weren't around when Pee-wee's Playhouse would come on, and nobody else really cared. So I would take my glasses off, and it was entertaining from what I could see. Putting glasses back on, and that's also when I realized Lawrence Fishburne is not an attractive man. It's about as like when I realized, when I finally looked at a picture of Jackie Kennedy Onassis with my glasses on. She's like, y'all was really jacking off to this.
To me,
she looked like a tadpole. She looked like somebody stretched on a tadpole and put not even. Who said she could dress
at the time? I mean, that was.
Nope, I've seen paper dolls from that time that had better fashion than her. That was Larry, not Lawrence. That's true. That's when he was Larry.
That. Yeah, you're right, Chaos. You're right.
Just like okay, this is gonna sound strange, and I realize it's gonna sound strange, but once again, it's me. I do not think Wesley Snipes is attractive, but I think Blade, his version of Blade, is attractive.
Probably because
it has to do something with the character, his aura, as the kids put it, his aura. You know,
and the
just like
all right.
Like Sarah Michelle Gellar, mid. But her as Daphne,
vampires
fire. Now her as a vampire, I would let her bite me. I'd hit her afterwards, but I'd let her bite me.
All right. I got you.
It's the same douchebag. I know it's
same douchebag.
I know it's the same douchebag.
We know that Chaos is the same douchebag.
Just like most of the cast of Dark Shadows, and shame to whoever never gave us a season 2 of Dark Shadows. I hope your undercarriage is forever itchy and your pillows are always hot. And your poop is always runny.
Dark Shadows, great show.
Jonathan Frid.
Because I don't know why you left us in such an impeccable cliffhanger and then was like, I'm never gonna finish this project.
It'd be
like
fun.
that was the ultimate ADHD move right there.
And they'd be like, it'd be all right.
I used to watch
sorry,
Dark
what?
Shadows
No one
after
will
Peyton
notice.
Place. So
Yeah.
back in the day.
And I even convinced my mother to watch Dark Shadows. Yes, the staunch Sunday school teacher who thought everything was the devil for quite a while. And when I convinced her to do that, then there was no season 2.
Yeah, no season 2. There was Return to Dark Shadows in.
Yeah, there was, but they skipped some parts, and
79?
I was just like, no. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember meeting Jonathan Frid at the Chiller Theater Con at the convention, and he was a very nice guy.
Yeah, I've heard my penance for, as my mother said, tricking her into watching it, knowing that there was never going to be any more. I don't know how I was supposed to see the future and know that there was never going to be any more. That she took a trip with a couple of her friends and they got to meet him, and she came home and was so happy to tell me. You can't tell, my parents were very, very immature and proud of it. Very, very proud of it. Keep in mind, this is the same woman who on the first day of school, high school, for me and my younger siblings, hid outside the house with a super soaker backpack water gun to spray us as we went back. That shit explains to y'all why I am the way that I am.
I used to, like, every Saturday, my father was like a stickler for sending. Well, actually, we had to go to church every Saturday, and I remember we would go at 7:30 at night on a Saturday night. 8 o'clock would, so 8 o'clock was Chiller Theater or Creature Feature. It was usually Creature Feature for me. And the one, my father was an usher, in the church. And then at about 7, maybe 7:50 or 7:55 p.m., we have 5 minutes to get home so I could watch Creature Feature and watch the beginning. I always missed all of the beginnings of these movies. So there was Father Flanagan was giving the mass and came to the back and then, talking with my dad, all this other stuff. I'm like, come on, Dad. I want to get home. He goes, so Father Flanagan goes, so why do you want to get home so, quickly, George? And I was like, I want to watch my movie. Well, what's your movie? Curse of the Demon. He goes, Curse of the Demon. Oh, kids. Look at that demons and I'm like, oh boy, here we go.
That's about as bad as one Halloween. My uncle had the church he ended up becoming the pastor of, that my dad is now pastor of. He had just joined the clergy at this church, and they were having a harvest festival instead of a Halloween party. I convinced my paternal grandma to dress me up like a witch. Very holy roller woman, but the older she got, the more she was down for the shenanigan. Okay. So I knew that after like 2 or 3 cups of coffee, and when she had moved to her Pepsi, because she had a coffee cup, and then she had a mug where she would put Pepsi in. Once she moved to that Pepsi, I had it in. And I was like, well, I want to dress up like a witch. And I was like, like the witch from the Wizard of Oz. And she's like, I have a better idea. She got the hat. She put like old stockings up in the hat to make sure it went up in a peak.
Mm-hmm.
She did my makeup all crazy. She drove me. Like my uncle took all the rest of the cousins and everything ahead of time. She drove me. I walked in. The pastor at the time was blind. He had no idea what was going on. You just heard all these. Oh my God. Assistant pastor call. What's going on? And the pastor's like, did one of the kids get hurt? What's going on? And they're like, Paul's niece is at it again. He comes over. He reaches out and he's like trying to feel what's going on. He feels the hat and he goes, "Y'all still scared of the Klan? Sir, I'm dressed like a witch." They called my parents to come get me. My parents were like, "Stop convincing your grandmother to do stuff. First of all, she's got like 50 years on me. How about you tell her to stop saying yes?"
How am I supposed to tell her no?
She got the money. I got no job. Where you think I'm getting this stuff from? But then fast forward the next year, my mother dressed me up like Mae West.
Pushing the envelope. just
And I did not know who Mae West was until we got done with the costume, because I thought, oh, this is going to be diabolical. I looked at my mother like, what? Why are we doing this? I didn't leave the house. It was just to freak my father out. My father was so dumb. He was like, you know what? Just get changed. We'll go to the mall. You can get whatever you want. Okay, cool.
Curse of the Demon. Wow.
Curse of the Demon.
That was great.
Oh my gosh.
That was a great movie. Of course, I missed the beginning of it. I had to watch it. I had to watch it again in the 80s when. So there were a lot of old movies that, you know, I watched back when I was a kid. Then there was Chiller Theater. So Creature Feature ended in 74, 75, and Chiller picked up on Saturday night, WWOR. But then it was after wrestling. I remember after Championship Wrestling at 1:00 in the morning was Fright Night. And I had met the guy when I lived in Parsippany. I met the guy who used to finance. He would finance all the matches for the Championship Wrestling thing, and he was a stickler at WWOR. And I met some of the wrestlers. I think I met Iron Sheik, or whatever. This guy was like 7'5", and it was 285 pounds of muscle. And I met him at I met him at the office where this guy was, and I said, yeah, I used to always watch Fright Night. And he goes, oh yeah, Fright Night would come on after our matches. I was like, but the match would always go overtime, like who'd get injured, who hit somebody with a brick or a chair, or throw them out of the ring and they get injured and all that. So all these wrestlers started to apologize to me for going over. It was funny. It was just funny. I met Ric Flair. I met.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Like, oh, I'm so sorry that the match went overtime and you couldn't watch your movie.
That was the
money. I just have horrible timing when it comes to movies. Like, I watched a movie called The Dolls right before a good friend of mine and I was traveling with her family. We went camping. First of all, my parents did not tell me that this vacation involved camping. I don't know what about me to anybody said that I want to sleep outside, like for real, sleep outside, like in a real tent and stuff on the ground. I don't know how that computed. And it was during like bear cub season, because they were like, oh, you can't wear anything with a scent.
I went camping once.
Everything I have has a scent.
Never again. I went camping once. Never again.
That is cosplaying homelessness. We're not, absolutely not. Because even as a Girl Scout, I didn't get no camping badges. Especially when they sent me to a campsite called Crystal Lake. I called my granny. I don't know what's wrong with your child, but you got to come get me. I don't know what you did in her childhood that she thought this was acceptable. Then another time, I watched a horror movie called The Hospital. 2 days later, I had to have emergency surgery, and I woke up in the hospital thinking that I was in the movie. just so y'all know, just so you know, if you wake up and you think that you're going to army crawl somewhere out of a hospital, they think that you're having a mental break, regardless of your age, and they will sedate you. And they will strap you to the bed. Learn that the hard way. Especially when you scream out, there's little people coming out the walls to get me.
That's a surefire way right there.
Yes, and my great papa was there to record it, and I finally found the tape and destroyed it because I found out he was having a good old time playing it for his Broncos friends.
Oh, well, isn't that nice?
Don't Be Afraid of the Dark with Kim Dorby. Remember that with the little creatures that would come out
did see that. And then
that happened at Cherry 2000
of this movie.
Just bullshit.
It was like a splice of different stories. I just remember there was a cat that was trying to protect this baby from like this little troll gnomey thing that was like sucking the air out of this baby's mouth. Okay, that's what it was. And for whatever reason, every time it would come on, I would watch this movie. And then I couldn't sleep for 3 days because I thought a little troll was going to go. Because fun, not so fun fact about me.
Drew Barrymore.
My mom had this cat. We called it Snowball. My mother did a lot of things that she just didn't ask my grandparents about. Okay. And for some reason, my grandparents just went with it. Okay. She brought this cat home one day. Then one day, she brought me home. I don't know. Okay, so this cat thought I was its child. Like, you could not tell this cat that I wasn't its child. So I already had this cat parent. Then I discovered this movie at an age I should not have been watching any of these movies. Okay, I was just exploring. Y'all know me. I just click on stuff just to see where's it gonna go. So in my head, this is why I had a cat parent, to keep the troll from killing me. Plus, I'm sickly as hell. I'm the most sick person in my family. I got the asthma and everything. So I'm thinking my asthma attacks as a small child is because there's a troll that comes and stands on my chest and tries to suck the breath out of me. And my granny works at a hospital, the hospital I keep getting sent to. So I'm telling her coworkers, like, I don't think I trust her anymore because I don't think she's a true medical professional because she doesn't understand how to stop a troll. And they're looking at me like a troll. like
a troll.
Like, as an adult, I get completely insane ramblings of a child.
Yeah, that was.
That's the same as like me with Nightmare on Elm Street, because out of every horror movie I've ever seen, because horror movies don't bother me at all, because generally the monsters, they're after, suburban white kids. They're not after me. They're not after my black ass. They after, they after them. So
I still have to send it to you.
And every time you actually see
it's on VHS.
Yeah.
And every time you actually see black people in these movies, I'm sure both of you are like, no, that's bad writing. We wouldn't have done that.
Here's the thing. I have hope.
That's how you know that's
Brandy
that's how you know that's work fiction.
Kelly Rowland in a movie, or LL Cool J in a movie. Because I'm like, yeah, they're going to survive. Like, I'm just going to follow their characters. They're going to survive.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to look at it like, all right, like I said, they don't bother me, but Nightmare on Elm Street, that's the only one that I ever did, because my thinking was this: Michael Myers, I could outrun him. Jason, I could outrun him. Pinhead, he ain't after my ass, so I'm not worried about him. But Krueger, on the other hand,
I don't fuck with demons, so demons don't.
Krueger, on the other hand, you gotta sleep sometime, and he did not care because he was a pedo. So he didn't give 2 flying fucks.
Yeah, see, my thing is, Freddy Krueger didn't scare me, but I've had lifelong insomnia. My thing is, the ones that truly scared me were the ones that were plausible to me. The ones either based in some type of reality, or when I was younger and just snooping into stuff. Now,
getting older now, those
Candyman,
ones scared me even more now.
Candyman did it for me, and it's just because there was a guy that lived, there's a street next to where my grandparents lived, and there was this guy that lived all the way at the end of the street in one of the 4 family houses that nobody ever saw his face. every time somebody caught him outside, it was like from the side, from the back, but he always had this long trench coat on. We didn't know anything about him. So everybody kind of like have their own fanfic about him. So he became like our Candyman. So when the movie came out, that scared the shit out of me. Because I was just like, oh, he gonna come. I stopped spending the night at my grandparents' house and everything. And then I realized, wait a minute, their house is smooth as hell. Like the construction of it. Like you can't like scale the house to get in. And I was like, I'm always upstairs. My raggedy cousins are downstairs. And I had to make some life choices. Like if he did come in, like if he got through like a door, would I sacrifice them? Without hesitation, I said yes. And I had to reevaluate how I truly felt about my family. I was like, do I really like that?
In an emergency, my family can be used as a human shield.
Yeah, because then I really started thinking about it. It wouldn't even take an emergency for some of them. Because I got one brother.
So it was just take a loud noise.
You could offer me $5, a hoagie, and a Mountain Dew. He's yours. He is yours. It ain't even got to be an emergency.
So it just be a loud noise, and hey, you go.
Hey, growing up, that did happen once, and I'm not alone in this with this one particular sibling, because the other siblings, that was the day I learned he is the sacrificial lamb. Somebody dropped something. We literally thought it was the first time the younger of us had ever been at home alone. Mind you, our parents were across the street. This was not like they went somewhere. They were across the street on the front porch. Okay, like, and we were teenagers.
So you were like there, they could see you.
Right. We heard a sound. Everybody instantly pushed him towards. To this day, he won't let us forget it. We're like, we did. And he made the mistake one time and asked, like, would you do it again? Yes. He also made the mistake of asking the siblings, like, well, do you have a favorite sibling? They said yes. I was not there for the conversation. It was like, well, am I your favorite sibling? They just all kind of looked at each other. Well, who's your favorite sibling? Everybody's like, she ain't here. She ain't. He was like, what makes her the favorite? She has snacks. Like, that's why. And I'll take that. I will take that. I got snacks. I will. That is the default.
You're my favorite cannon fodder.
Right. Just like today at church, there's a young lady. I went to the back to wash my hands and go get a donut because they have donuts for us. And it was taking a little bit too long because I was messaging Jess and I was like, there. Because like my part, I read through it. Like I was Speedy Gonzalez of the mouth. Okay. Because I'm like, let's go. And they kept going. And I was like, if I miss my donut time and we go straight into regular service, I'm biting everybody. I'm going around this church, biting everybody like I'm Pharaoh. So I go in the back and wash my hands. I'm getting my donut. She comes. She goes, you got the contraband? Can we not call it contraband? Chaos telling people I'm a drug dealer at church. It is candy. It is snacks. I have a literal bag of snacks. And she's at the top, but you got the contraband. We had a visitor in Sunday school who was making a cup of coffee to stop mid-stir and just looked at me like, exactly what's going on in there.
You got the
contraband. This is after a conversation in Sunday school where some way, somehow, I did not start this conversation. We got on the topic of, seems like people have more guns today than when we were kids. Where are we getting all these extra guns from? And then it turned into penitentiary tales. And I'm like, how did we get here?
Penitentiary tales?
And then somebody was like, yeah, I used to be a pimp. I'm a reformed pimp.
How you're either...
We're supposed to be.
Yeah,
he said no. You're either a pimp or you're a retired pimp.
Right,
positions where you either are or aren't.
But the lesson was, what I do, I'm responsible for. What you do, you're responsible for. I mean, technically, I guess they. I don't know. Okay. But I also feel like I was living in my own horror movie because I'm pretty sure I got single black female today. The preacher today preaching. If you would have closed your eyes, you probably would have thought that, like the whole linguistics lesson, history lesson, a little bit of singing, and a whole lot of bougie. And no, that's not how that person normally acts. Because even Chaos is like, why? This is weird. He's like, it's cool when you do it, but
it's weird when somebody else does it.
And today I realized that if I wasn't cute and cuddly, I wouldn't get away with shit. Because I was irritated at somebody acting like me. Like, I wanted to go in the back and punch myself. Like, oh, this how you act?
Oh my God, this is how I act.
I miss Father Tumbler from our, parish. He used to start the mass and then he would fall asleep. Like at the podium, he'd fall asleep, and then we just sit there in silence for like, like for 45 minutes, and like going, he's sleeping, and all the kids would run around the church, and they all get back, and all sit down, and then at the end he'd wake up, and then he'd go, okay, and then.
I wonder if he was related to our OG pastor at my dad's church, because he was blind, so nobody knew when he was around. And there was one time he was supposed to preach. He went up to the mic, started, went back and sat down, and I was in the choir stand behind him, and I heard.
But he had a microphone, and you could hear it over the microphone, like.
Yeah, well, see, he was sitting. There's a microphone that hangs down. It's over the preacher. It's supposed to be over the choir stand, but when they remodeled, they forgot the where the pillars are, like the framework in the ceiling, and where they pushed the choir stand back to. So that mic is. First of all, everybody wanted to look at me like I was the one that fell asleep. I'm like, oh, absolutely not.
Christmas Mass was always, like an experience, because, the Christmas Mass was, I think, at night, I think it was. Yeah, it was Christmas Mass was at night. And then they turn off the lights at a certain point, and then he would just, and he was always on Christmas Mass, and he would just fall asleep. And in the middle of the dark, you just hear.
Yeah, my older cousin, when he passed away, he used to do the New Year's Eve. Same thing, lights go off.
Oh, yeah.
And this man slept like a horse. He would be standing straight up because it would trip you out, and he would be like, "And tonight we're coming from," and you're waiting for him to say a book, a verse, a chapter and a verse. And then they cut the lights back. He slept like standing up, and then somebody would nudge him, and then he'd go, "Oh, well, Romans, the second chapter, verse 3." And then he start to read mid-sentence again. And I was like, "Stop cutting the lights off. He's like a bird. If you put him in the dark, he's going to sleep." Because I kid you not, we still joke about this to this day. Because it's sad, but it's still funny. It took us 3 days to be convinced that he truly passed away. Because when he got older than what he was, he had to go into a home because nobody could take care of it. Because we were afraid, like, to put him in our house, and we couldn't tell if he was asleep or gone. Dead, and that's what happened.
Yeah,
nobody could for 3 days.
He was either dead or extremely sleepy.
They were like, okay, we're gonna call the coroner. Please tell me. Now, the coroner at the time was a friend of the family. While they were getting everything prepared, why that man he said he kept opening the drawer and poking him just to make sure that he we didn't know. And coming from the islands, there were times where people thought folks was dead, and then you get them to the funeral, and they just sit up like, "I was just tired." What you mean you was just tired?
That's why they call it awake.
Yeah,
that's why they call it awake.
Yeah, we.
So I didn't know that. Well, I knew there was levels of tired. I didn't know that. Hey, I'd always heard like stories of stuff like that happening, but I didn't think that was actually
a real thing. Some places they still put a bell inside there. And in some places they don't. Like here in the United States, we're accustomed to the caskets that lock, that you can only unlock from outside the casket. In some places, the caskets don't lock. So just in case, you can get out, or they still have bells and stuff. And yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, how long you got to be passed out to where you are literally picked up, put into a casket, and get to a point where you are almost about to be buried, and then you just wake up and like, oh, that was a great nap. What the fuck?
Hey, there was one time I started to come to, and I heard one of my friends and one of my cousins starting to call family, thinking that I was dead. I had a seizure. I hit my head. Okay. Now I realize
that makes sense.
My breathing is already pretty shallow. Like I'm not the type of person that you can look and see my chest go up and down. I don't know why. It's just weird. Nobody thought like put your hand right here, nothing. They just decided, oh, she did. Like, and I'm like, y'all wasn't gonna call an ambulance or nothing.
Nothing.
I was like, nah, we no. Only thing they did, my cousin went and got a plastic spoon and stuck it in my mouth. I thought, well, I didn't want you to choke on your tongue. You thought I was dead, though. You thought my dead body was gonna choke on my tongue. Talking about, I saw it in a movie. What movie? He saw it in like some B horror movie. I said, well, y'all. I said, hold up. And then I had to realize he's a huge Child's Play fan. Bruh, let me be clear. When it's my time to go, don't get no Ouija boards. Don't put no electricity through me. Don't try to put me in no doll because I know you. I know you. And he's like, well, I was looking around. You know, I thought maybe you would like to live in one of your stuffed animals. You put my soul in a stuffed animal, I'm finding a way to come home with you and I'm going to haunt you forever. I promise.
He said, no, look here. What you got to do, what you need to do is you go to the robot graveyard, right?
Here we go.
And you get
you
get yourself a TAS 3000 model, so that way you could take your little mini CD of your personality and put it into that.
That runs a funeral home. She's like done tons and tons. Like she even did my mom's funeral. And I'm like, she would come and pick me up. And like no autopsy or nothing. I'd probably be sitting in the basement because it was the Friday. So I'd have been sitting there till Monday when they opened back up, just chilling, wait for somebody to let me out. Literally chilling.
Literally.
It's like, imagine you work at a funeral home and you come in on Monday and I'm just sitting there like this how y'all doing?
Look,
this
TAS 3000. That's going to be a great movie. I'm you know what? I'm going to start. I'm going to start writing the script right now.
So all I'm saying is that had to scare the shit out of whoever walked in, because it would me. I'm not going to lie. Because if I'm working there and I'm expecting everybody that's inside not to be moving, then all of a sudden I open up doors and say, oh my God, somebody's here. Jesus Christ, I'm running.
Now, first of all, I'm very, very shocked that I didn't like go into the mortuary sciences. Because as a teenager, I hung out at a funeral home with one of my good friends' mom, because she was like the funeral director. And she told me I had to stop hanging out with her because I would talk to the bodies like Ducky from NCIS before I knew about Ducky from NCIS. And she's like, this cannot be healthy. And she's like, do you have friends your own age? And I was like, I don't really like teenagers. They work my nerves. And she's like, you are a teenager. And if you only knew about this internal monologue I got going on. She's like, but you're talking. And what got her is because one guy, they had to paper mache the second half of his face. I don't know what he did, but it wasn't there. I'm assuming he did some dumb stuff. I don't know. I didn't ask. But I created a whole backstory for him, and I was talking to him about his backstory while they were paper macheing the other half of his face. And she was like, yeah, you can't come back.
Hey. And on that note, we've come to the end of the show. So it's been great. We're talking about robot sex and funeral homes. So only this show.
This episode had everything.
It had everything.
And
we
George
had
is going to
it had life, it had death.
So yes, we had life, we had death, we got robots.
And robot baby.
And robot baby. And even had a guest appearance from Thomas. So appreciate that. And join us a little bit later on GCPR Airwaves, and we will have the Kennedy Effect with Jeff Kennedy, and George will be pulling double duty. Will you be pulling double duty tonight, George?
I believe so. 6
All
o'clock
right.
to 7.
At
I
6
believe.
o'clock. Yeah. And you'll see George on the Kennedy Effect. And after that, you can catch myself, Gambit, and Taz, and Thomas again on the Villain's View.
I will be in the comments.
We will be joined tonight on the Villain's View by him on TikTok as Way to Go.
Way to go. So he'll be our special guest tonight. And then after that, we'll be ending the night with conversations with T. Nathan, and then starting out bright and early Monday morning with the sound of coffee, with misunderstandings and furniture movings. And then the rest of the day, GCPR, where you see Taz with the Taz Effect, where you get news in a way that you did not know you needed. Yeah. So we're going to end the show, and we'll be back next week. Probably talk about Peacemaker Season 2, which, Gambit, you need to get on that so we can discuss Season 2.
I'm halfway through.
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
I already watched it. It's sick.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I will be back in the comment section harassing them from afar.
Taz will be back next week in the comment section harassing everybody, harassing us, and harassing y'all with love. It's all in love.
Yeah,
and all that, we're going to end this, and we will see everybody all next week, and we will be talking more nerdy shit. So take care, everybody. We'll see you.